everybody. I just woke up and it's really early, but um, like okay, so I had this dream and it's still kind of mainly fresh, so I'm gonna cover as much as I can before I start to forget. So in this dream, it was like, I guess you could say, it was a new Ninja Turtle movie, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it was live action, but it wasn't Michael Bay, so it was like it's different. Well, anyway, so you got three turtles running around, and they're trying to escape this like giant fortress thing or whatever. It's you got Leo, Mike, and Don, and there's some sort of invasion, like an alien invasion or something, and they're just running around different, separated, trying to get through this like fortress or domain or like a spaceship or something. I don't remember, and every once in a while there's like these laser things that'll just fucking zap and fucking just annihilate whatever it hits, and they're trying to avoid the lasers and meet back up, and they really don't know what to do, and they're just kind of like going around everywhere. Well, eventually um they see something up here. They look up and it's like it just, I don't know, I guess it like calls out to them, or it's like this is where we meet up or something like that. Like they all run to this one spot, and I guess in this point in the story, Raph is missing, and I guess that's why they came here. Like um I guess he got like abducted by these people, and he's like gone. So that's why they're here. That kind of makes sense to me. Still, like I said, it's kind of fresh, but not really. So I'm giving you whatever I can remember. So they're here. They're looking for Raph. Find a meeting spot, and um, they all catch up. And there's someone waiting there at the top, and they're just like, okay, well, who the hell are you? And before they really have enough time to ask questions, this guy starts to break down everything of what's going on, and he's telling them everything going on, and like he's like wearing a cloak. Like I'm gonna go with Splinter's cloak because that's not what something I remember from the dream, but I think that would just be badass. Like fucking Splinter's dead at this point for whatever reason, and this guy's just wearing Splinter's cloak. But I don't know. I think that'd be cool. So they're just gonna go with that. He's wearing Splinter's cloak and he's covering his face, and he doesn't. You can't really tell who he is, so you're just kind of winging it, like, okay, well, who is this guy and whatever. And he's just breaking down everything, like, fucking, you're in this position because these guys are the ones that are taking over the Earth. They already killed uh, Splinter. They killed Shredder too, because Shredder and Splinter fucking teamed up to try to take down this thing because it was bigger than both of them, and they both died. And fucking, this is where I got Splinter's cloak, and fucking, there is ways to take it down. Figured it out before I got here, and I'm here to help you guys out, and this and that, and he's like kind of breaking down what's going on, and this is like the whole thing with the ship. You see, they're running around, and these lasers are blasting things, and whatever it hits, it annihilates completely. Not like teleports to somewhere, which there's things, I don't know, games, movies that does that, whatever. But it just like fucking, you're gone, you're dead, you're incinerated. But there's these little bubbles that are scattered around the spaceship, and if you are inside of one of those bubbles, then the laser doesn't affect you. But the trick with those bubbles is that where there's bubbles posted, there's a little satellite thing that it puts a focus, because the lasers are just shooting like at random, like it doesn't know, it doesn't have aim. But there's little satellite. Okay, there was no lasers that just shoot randomly. I'm sorry, it's still kind of merging back and forth. But there's satellites, and those are the only lasers that are focus beams. But the bubbles protect you from the lasers from the satellites. All right, so it's like you stand in the bubble, and the laser will focus on you because it notices movement, but it can't penetrate that bubble because of whatever reason. So this guy's breaking down that. He's explaining it, and he kind of walks them through. Like, you gotta right here is where we're at, and this is like the starting point. Like, everything beforehand was just a test to see whether or not, whatever, if you can handle it, or whatever the fucking, so whatever. Then he breaks down. Excuse me. He breaks down a layout of the area, and he's like, "All right, we're here, and we move forward, and we got to go around these guys, and the farther we go, the more lasers there'll be, and fucking if we can get to this point in the center, there's a core there, and if we just gotta fucking destroy that shit, and then there's escape pods in the next room, so we don't have to worry about going through all those lasers again, but it'll shut down all the lasers, and then let's just say, like, fucking, not even a time limit, just like everything just starts blowing up in this spaceship thing, and they just fucking, the plan is they get to the core, they destroy the core, they get into escape pods, sorry, and they get the fuck out of there. They're going back to Earth, and they're saved. And fucking, this guy just has all the knowledge of anything, or of everything, of like everything broken down in this thing. He's got it all mapped out, memorized, and he's all good to go. And then they're like, okay, well, you seem to know a lot about this ship and what's going on. Like, a few questions. One, who are you? And two, why are you helping us? And it just, like, the camera, like, focuses on this guy, and he pulls up his cloak, and two things. One, it's Raph, and two, he's wearing a bandana that was sewn of all four of their masks. Like, you've got all four turtles' masks intertwined into one, and he's wearing it as a bandana. And they're like, oh man, it's Raph. Like, last time we saw you, you got captured, and this and that. And then, like, this is where it got intense. Raph starts telling him, technically, yes. That's the last time you saw the Raphael of this time period. I'm the Raphael from X amount of years in the future. You see, in my time period, the aliens came and they took over. They right off the bat, they took me as a hostage, and they were just torturing me, experimenting, whatever, seeing what was going on with this. So you three came in after me to try to save me, with Master Splinter and even Shredder. You five teamed up together to try to take this thing down because, like, it destroys Shredder's whole operation, everything he owns, and all that shit. So he's like, okay, well, I could team up with these guys and, common enemy, friend of my friend, or enemy of my friend, that concept. And it just, like, completely murders all five of them. Like, he's just breaking it down like everyone's dead, all five of you, and once he killed all of you, I escaped, and I found you guys dead on the floor, so I took all the, your